Look! Look, the dynamic duo! I got it.
The legacy of that shield is complicated. The world is upside down. People need something to get behind. They need a symbol. So what's our plan? So no plan. Great. What's going on in that cyborg brain of yours? You don't want to know. Oh, yeah, I can see it working. Gears turning. Oh, they're malfunctioning. They're on fire. God, I hate you.
Listen, guys, welcome to the Dynamic Duo. I'm Franz.
I'm Kevin, and welcome to the new Batcave in Avengers Tower, everybody.
Kevin, man, welcome back to the show. Lots of news. Disney dropped a lot of stuff on us. DC dropped a lot of stuff on us. So like as I said, a lot of stuff, right? So let's start with what you want to start with, which is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What was your thought of the latest trailer?
I absolutely have fallen in love with it. I can't wait for this show to premiere. I'm a big fan of both of the characters anyway, and I really feel that what they've done is amazing because what you're looking at does not look like a standard television production. The material looks cinematic when you're viewing it, and the chemistry between Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan looks downright. I don't even have the right words to say it. It feels like a Danny Glover, Mel Gibson, Lethal Weapon cop buddy movie sort of thing to me, but in the superhero genre, and it just clicks.
Now, what I love about you is that we vibe, we vibe because I had the exact same thought. The quality of the show is just astounding to me because when you watch that trailer, you might as well be watching the next release of the next movie.
Yes, sir.
It's that good. And the special effects are that good. I think the example that I gave is the Warner Brother cartoons from back in the day. Part of the reason the quality was so high was because the studio, the animation studio, was able to tap into Warner Brothers General Studio with their orchestra and their directors and things like that. And so that's what's happening now. Disney has the formula in place to make big budget movies. The infrastructure is there, so they can use that infrastructure for their shows, which bridges the gap between a television show and a movie, which raises an interesting question, right? Because if you can do that, then why should I go to the movies? I'm not complaining. I'm just kind of raising the question a little bit. Now, with respect to specifically to the Captain and the Winter Soldier, I agree. You gave me a beautiful new perspective. That is the buddy movie. You're right. It does have that sort of Mel Gibson, Danny Glover type of connection, which I didn't realize. And it just looks good. It looks fun. It looks awesome. It looks great. Like, what would blow me away is to kind of see the Falcon. You know what I mean? The Falcon that I know and love. Great. Yeah, I've got no complaints. It just looks really good. It looks really cool.
Get your hands up.
You're taking me somewhere to kill me.
No, I'm taking you someplace to talk.
Well, I don't like to talk.
But you do like to lie, which you just did. Because we both know you love to talk. Talky.
How long have you been here?
I don't know, it's hard to say. Time passes differently here in the TVA.
What does that mean?
You'll catch up.
Glorious. Brother, I'm down. You better be ready. Come on. What did you expect?
What are your thoughts on Loki?
It's another example of, we can essentially repeat what we talked about. So Loki looks awesome to me. It looks fun. It looks interesting. It looks cool. It looks well done. The quality seems high. It just seems like a good thing. Now, of course, there's always a difference between trailer and actual show. There's always, you have to deliver the goods, right? You can't just, there's always that. But I gotta believe they will. First of all, the trailers look so good. The actors look so good. The special effects look so good. It would be really weird if the writing wasn't as good. And that's what it needs right now. It needs good writing. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna ask you to forgive me a little bit because, and I want your take on what I'm about to say.
Okay.
And kill me if need be. Look, here's how I really feel. You want to know how I really feel? Here's how I really feel. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the shows. And a part of me, and I almost feel guilty for feeling this way, but a part of me wants, a part of me wants someone, sometime, to give me the source material a little bit more.
Again, you and I are simpatico when it comes down to this, because I agree completely. Even though the Loki series looks as good as it does, I'm a little worried that Loki is going to come across almost like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 2.0. Because there's certain elements of at least the trailer that make it look like that. Although I love Tom Hiddleston as an actor, and I love the Loki character, I really like what he did with it. I think it's an interesting take on the character. But overall, from the source material, the good guy Loki that they've kind of reinvented and created,
Yes.
that's not Thor's half brother and or enemy. And what I'm almost hoping that the writers have done is that for whatever missions and whatever material they give him, that at the end of almost every episode, although he may be correcting and helping them, that secretly he has done something else that's going to benefit him in the long run, and that the agency doesn't know he's done.
Yeah. Yeah, listen. That's why I love talking to you, because yes, I'm not. I feel like I'm not the only one. And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So here's the dilemma that I find myself in. Right. I'm a purist, and I'm proud to be a purist. Accept the movies for what they are, and I agree with that. I can't just be whatever. So I've come to that place where, yes, okay, there are two different things, and yeah, I give credit. The show, as I said, and I mean it, the show looks good. It looks interesting. Certainly the quality of it looks awesome. I can't really criticize it from a critique point of view. But you're right. Having said that, they have created a new Loki. And, if you have every right to like and to love that new Loki, I don't think there's anything wrong with that new Loki. I could even argue that there are layers of interesting things about that new Loki. But it's not my Loki. My Loki from the Thor comics, he's a bad guy. There's nothing good about it. There's no pretense. And he goes to war, and he hates his brother, completely and absolutely, mm-hmm. and he there's nothing cute about him. So the place that I find myself in is wishing that I could at least get that depiction, that war, that conflict between him and Thor.
Why have you done this?
To prove to Father that I am a worthy son. When he wakes, I will have saved his life. I will have destroyed that race of monsters, and I will be true heir to the throne.
You can't kill an entire race.
Why not?
Loki! Turn off the Tesseract or I'll destroy it.
You can't. There is no stopping it. There is only the war.
So be it. Look around you. You think this madness will end with your rule? It's too late. It's too late to stop it.
No. We can. Together.
Sentiment.
I got him.
Beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
If you want to blow me personally away, That's what would blow me away. I can reference comic books that would just make like ridiculously awesome movies. And better movies, I hate to say, and I am going to say this, better movies than what we've had so far from the Thor series and from the Loki delivery. So that's where I am with that, you know?
Space. Time. Reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
I was promised an army. You have a super soldier.
Cool. You sure don't seem too freaked out about all this, kid. What you doing out there all by yourself anyway?
Exploring the world.
Sounds fun. But why stop at one world when we can show you all of them?
I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and dare to face the unknown. And ponder the question, what if?
Give me the tour.
You wanted my opinion on the What If series. I think one of the major pluses that people are going to love about this, and I do say love, is that most of the voice cast are the original actors from the films anyway. The fact that they have Sammy J, Robert Downey Jr., and others is just going to be a major plus for this. Now, if you'll allow me, having said that, the What If material that they are presenting today's audience is strictly for today's audience. To your point from 30 seconds ago, what I want is, if this goes into a second or third season, grab those original What If books that Marvel put together back in the 70s. Give me those books in this format.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
It's interesting because, and there seems to be like the animation people seem to get it just a little bit more than the live action people. They just tap into the comic book aspect a little bit more to me, in terms of the visual presentation of it all.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big hang up. Wherever there's a hang up, you'll find the Spider-Man.
So my thoughts on the animated series is exactly the same as yours, and it's exactly the same as my thoughts on Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki. In other words, wow, the quality is just unbelievable. The artwork is just great, and they're using the actual actors to I mean, that's like, you can't get better animated series than that. The studio is sort of backing that series, and it looks interesting to me. It looks fascinating. As I said, it maintains that, it gives me that little bit of a juice of the superhero. And here's what I mean. What I mean is, listen, as a comic book guy, my love for superhero comes from the comic book. And we run away from this, but the comic book has a format, right? And the splash page and the artwork. I like John Byrne more than I like, Artist X, because he depicts the characters in a more dramatic pose. The dramatic pose is part of the genre. And so, yes, I want to see that translated. Again, that's part of the reasons why I love Zack Snyder. I want to see that translated because that whatever turns me on for whatever reason. That's exciting to me. And so it looks really good. It looks really interesting. I'm sure the quality is going to be great. Just like you, though, I wish I was seeing, the Hulk and Spider-Man. What if, I wish I was seeing, I wish I was seeing the Fantastic Four in their blue outfits. I wish I was seeing,
Avengers! Assemble.
So the superhero has changed a lot. And that's why I like the DC verse, and that's why I like Zack Snyder.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's greatest heroes.
My approach, my personal feeling is this. We underestimate the magic, the genius, the wonder, the power, the intelligence of the original material. And that material, when translated, it maintains its magic. It maintains its specialness. And yeah, that's what I would like to see brought to live action and to reality. Yes, I'm a superhero fan, and I'm proud of that. And it is what it is. And I'll put my stuff up against anybody's stuff at any time.
I must bow to you and give you your props, because the fact is, without what you're saying about the source material and the original ideas and concepts and what have you, we wouldn't have the contemporary material we've got.
Listen, if you read, it's an experience that I've had myself. I've gone back and reread the original Stan Lee and Kirby Thor. Mm-hmm. And the drama and the mythos and the pathos and all that other stuff, it's all in there, man. It is all in there. The quality is all in there. Now, clearly it was presented in a comic book format. And clearly that needs to be expanded upon if you're translating it into a live action thing. The origins were 2 pages long. And so clearly if you're going to make a movie, you're going to flesh that out with dialogue. Some of that would need to be changed, as opposed to, I'm the ruler, I will rule the day type of thing. So yes, but that material is as good as anything, as Shakespeare, as far as I'm concerned. Mm-hmm. It really is. And so it's not just appease us old folks. It's, dude, don't miss out on this quality. I happen to think that the material that we're enjoying now is a diluted derivative of that source material. And the source material is so strong that even a diluted version of it holds up. There are two levels of appreciation. I could appreciate something from a objective, a critical point of view. I could critique it and say, wow, this is good material. And there's the other thing that just taps into that thing, that geekgasm, as I say. And we are not just complainers. There are movies that we love. They're like, so for example, a great example of that is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a great movie. I enjoyed it thoroughly and completely. It keeps the origin story, but it delivers on the superhero action, and it's a great movie. Iron Man is another great movie. Again, being faithful to the source material. So it's been done before. I just wish we could have a little bit more of that.
You come to headquarters right away.
It'll be a pleasure, Commissioner Gordon.
For that, Pauls.
If you want to honor Steve Ditko,
It's bomb time.
Jack Kirby,
Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Stan Lee,
With great power comes great responsibility.
folks like Denny O'Neil,
Faster than a speeding bullet.
Neil Adams, they talk all the time about how great Stan was as a creator, how great Jack Kirby was as an artist and what have you. Then fine, great. Give them their due.
Hi, heroes. This is Stan Lee coming at you. Want you to know, Marvel has always been and always will be a reflection of the world right outside our window. That world may change and evolve, but the one thing that will never change is the way we tell our stories of heroism.
I think we can end it there, my friend. Another great show.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Hey, look! It's Spider-Man!
The dynamic duo return next week. Don't listen.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Hey, look! It's Spider-Man!
The dynamic duo return next week. Don't listen.